he goes to punch at you, and then instead he pulls it so that it twists his whole body, and then he runs and dives through his own apartment window.
So the plan here is for Amaging to cast greater invisibility on Zero. I go in pretending like I'm Kevin, and we do his route and do some recon while Zero takes like recordings of the facility. That way we can get a plan and kind of a map on where we got to go, and then we go and steal the stuff. So that's where we can start. So easy mode, why don't you?
Well, we'll just pull it off right here. Amaging. I'll go ahead and give me that casting of improved invisibility, please.
5 successes.
All right, nice. Okay, and then 4 drain, please. All right, no drain. Zero, you vanish from everyone's sight.
And I'm gonna lock myself in Kevin's room. That way he can't get to me in case something goes wrong.
Okay. Amaging goes off into the bedroom, shuts, and you hear something slide up in front of the door.
Okay, well, Flounder, are you okay with staying here and babysitting our friend here?
Absolutely, I am.
Okay, please don't hurt him. He's a very nice guy. You hear that, Kevin? I told him not to hurt you.
I'll do my best.
Just go away. Do what you have to do, please.
Okay, Zero, come on, stay close. I can't see you. So.
Oh no, the spell didn't work. I'm a ghost now.
I don't believe you. As I do that, I'm going to facial sculpt into Kevin's look and throw some of his old clothes on.
All right, the pops and breaks of the facial bone going all back into place. You watch as Loki's face transforms into a exact replica of Kevin's.
My voice going. Okay, that sound pretty good. Yeah, sound like you.
I guess. How often do you listen to your own voice?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. Keys. Give me my keys.
They're on the table over there.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Just sit tight. We'll be back.
Go ahead and open the door so I can walk out.
But Zero, I thought you were a ghost. Should you just be able to walk through the door?
Beware, mortal. Heed my command, man.
All right, I'll open the door for you.
Wow.
And I like walk in place.
Grab the keys, open the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Loki's making his way down to the parking garage where Kevin's car is parked.
I'm trying to match his step as I'm walking, even with my dwarf legs, so I have to go further.
Yeah, he does have a little bit of a longer stride.
So our footfalls are kind of in match, so it's not like clop, 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 clop. Like it's a horse.
So people can't hear the extra footsteps.
Mm-hmm. Flawless. Master of stealth.
Yes. You make it down into the parking garage. Of course, Kevin's car is still there. You taking it to the hospital?
Yep.
Okay. Very uneventful drive. Again, more news blaring about that blasted arcology. And then, you get to the hospital without a problem. Pull into the parking garage, and you've got his key card. So you're all set.
Hop out. Come on, buddy. Let's go.
I say nothing.
How long are you gonna stand there with the door open?
Until I'm sure that he's out.
Okay.
Just tug on my belt loop for once for yes, two for no.
I tugged 3 times.
Good enough.
Yep, this is gonna go off without a hitch. I'm so excited.
Zero's gonna get me killed here. All right, so go up to the door and scan my ID.
Yeah, gets you right in.
All right, head down to the locker room.
Okay. You were told which locker is his. Has his initials on it.
All right, use the little wax thumbprint thing.
Okay. It'll ding open. There's the uniform that he usually wears. It looks like it's been cleaned. And there's a small little PDA that's been set on the inside of the locker door that's got the daily duty checklist.
Okay, perfect. What specifically is on there, and where is it going to take me?
Looks like you're spending most of your time near the recovery ward. You may have to make, you are on call for any emergency cleanups that they might need in the neighboring 2 wards.
Okay. Well, I will grab my uniform, the PDA.
Okay.
And go get myself some implements of construction.
All right. I mean, they've got everything that you're going to need there in the locker room area.
Is there like a cart or anything that like I need to like?
There's a
Okay.
cleaning cart that you can put stuff on, and you have your "Don't slip" signs.
Will it fit Zero like underneath the trash bag or anything?
Yeah, he could fit under there, but as soon as you start filling the trash, it's gonna create an outline around it.
Okay.
Just bury me in trash. Do it for the mission.
Okay, get in.
I stealthily crawl in.
Sure. You watch as the bag just gets bigger suddenly.
Master of disguise.
Okay. I guess like what I'm gonna do is just go to my first stop. I'm
Sure.
I don't know if I'm cleaning toilets or what here, but
It's mostly just cleaning out trash cans from the patients' rooms.
okay.
Little stuff like that. The bathrooms are on the list for routine maintenance and cleaning for that part of the floor. As you're going about your daily checklist, Zero, can you please roll me 1 perception test?
5.
Okay. From the lip of the trash can, where you can peer out every once in a while. You spot somebody that looks familiar to you.
Zoom in.
They're a human. They're balding. They have a well-kept, clean beard. When he turns towards your direction a little bit, the part that really gets to you is he has a facial scar that goes from the top of his hairline all the way down his cheek to meet his jaw. And when you fully see his face, I need you to roll me a willpower test at target number 6, please.
11.
All right, you're good. You've definitely seen that person before. It's just an itch in your memory. You know you've seen them, you just can't quite place it.
Okay. Ominous. Okay. I continue saying nothing.
Okay.
All
right. Loki, you've finished cleaning up mostly on this floor. You're approaching your break time. What would you like to do?
I am going to use my break time to go to a different area of the hospital.
Okay.
Where there are, well, I'm not quite sure where the stuff that we need is going to be headed, or like, I guess, like located, other than like the description that Kevin gave me, which coming from you was fairly vague. So I don't have a specific place to tell you where I'm headed, but I'm going to those places where that Kevin told me to go.
There are maps on every floor. So
perfect. I will use one of those stairwell maps to plot not only the emergency exits, but also where things might be.
Your surgical floor is one up from you.
Okay.
And the pharmacy floor, where they keep most of the prescription medications, is going to be one floor down.
Okay. Well, I guess we will go up to the surgery first, and then we will go down to the pharmaceutical floor second.
Okay. Up to surgery first. Let's see. Would you like evens or odds?
You never tell me the odds.
All right. As you get off the floor for surgery, one of the orderlies runs up to you. Oh, thank goodness. I didn't think our request went through. Come on. We need you to clean up in operating room 2 right now. Right now.
No,
it's a mess in there.
No problem. No problem. It's my break, but I got you covered.
I don't care as long as you can get it cleaned up. We've got some more that we're going to need that operating suite soon. So the faster the better. All right.
I got it covered. You can count on me.
All right, great. He just pats you on the back and takes off.
All right. So I'll head over to operating room 2. Just whisper into the bag. Zero, this is one of our target locations. Make sure you're recording everything here.
I am all eyes and trash can ears.
Where did that come from?
Ooh, the bag of wisdom speaketh.
God.
Okay,
most of the doors into the operating rooms, that looks like they have key cards to swipe in.
Okay, does my key card work?
Yeah, yours does swipe you in to be able to get into clean up the operating room. There's blood all over the floor, used utensils and instruments, a few biohazard bags that have been piled up.
Okay, I'm gonna get a separate trash bag.
Okay.
And start filling it, and mop bucket, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Disinfectant. Sure. Try to make it spiffy and clean.
Also, does it appear like there's anyone else in here?
No, there's no one else in the room.
Okay. While he's cleaning, I'm gonna be like, Loki, there was a guy with a scar. He looked familiar, like a brain itch or something.
Okay.
I don't know who it is. You better watch out. He's got a scar. And if Carl Combat Mage has taught me anything, a guy with a scar and a beard, things are about to get weird. And I'm doing this. You can't see me.
I'm definitely not even looking at him. That rhymes so well, it just makes sense.
It's true. It's true. Okay. Back in the bag.
Thanks for telling me about the guy with the scar in a hospital. Keep cleaning up. Is the piece of equipment that we need in here?
Not in this room. But you have 2 other surgical suites that you can check on.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish cleaning up.
Mm-hmm.
Once I have all that done, I'll try to put the biohazard bag or something on top of the cart so I don't stick biohazard syringes and material and scalpels and whatnot on my buddy.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go down to the other suites and see if my key card works.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Which suite is the piece of equipment that we need in?
It looks like it's set up in operating room 3.
Okay. Can I see in the operating room from out here?
Yeah.
Is there anybody in there right now?
You can key card into the room.
Okay. Is there anybody in here at all, or?
No, there's nobody in there.
How big is this thing that we need to take out?
So it's bolted to the floor. It's like it's its own large gurney table, but then there's an electronic keypad that's set to the side of it, and it looks like manipulator arms can fold out from underneath the table to come up over it.
Oh, so this is an auto dock.
Kind of, yeah.
We're stealing an auto dock. Okay. Thank you, Fallout, for explaining what that was and giving a name for it.
You're welcome.
Okay, so Zero, get a good look at these bolts. Zoom in on them.
Zooming, enhancing,
You don't need to say that when you do that.
but okay.
As you're kind of just looking around and Zero is doing the recording, you get a small tap on your shoulder.
Oh,
What are you doing in here?
I was just I was cleaning up operating room too. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't any trash or anything that was needed in here. It was a big mess over there, and just, while I'm up here, I figured I'd make sure there wasn't anything else that needed taken out.
You can see it is the man with the scar and the beard. You don't need to be in here. You grab your trash garbage and leave.
I was just leaving.
Yes, please leave.
My apologies. I'll just leave.
Zero, roll me another willpower test.
Oh, 10.
Okay. You get that itch again. You've definitely seen him somewhere before. Closing your eyes and just kind of holding your head, you get this brief flash of being back in some kind of operating suite, and you can hear this person's voice speaking, and you have some kind of apparatus that's been attached to your head, and then you black back out and you're back in the garbage can.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
In said flashback, was he speaking English?
No. You could understand him, but he was not speaking English.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh. Wee woo.
Wee woo indeed.
All right. Well, I'll gonna roll on out of there and head down
Sure.
to the
just-
second floor.
He just kind of watches you leave, and then leaves with you and does something to the door and then walks away.
Ooh, question.
Yeah.
When we're looking at him, does he have like a uniform on?
Yeah, he does.
He has a name tag?
It's printed on his lab coat.
And it is?
He is Dr. Zora.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Well, headed down to the floor with the pharmacy stuff.
Sure. This floor is a little busier. There's a lot more people. And the pharmacy has somebody behind the desk.
What's the security look like here?
There's more cameras here. And it looks like there's a pass key to get through the door into the pharmacy. But even looking over the shoulder of the person that's behind the desk, there's cameras that are positioned in the pharmacy room.
Okay. So, all right. So we got a camera problem. We have a passkey problem. We have a tool problem. Okay. Can I roll like I don't know, perception or something, like to kind of get an idea of what else I'm going to be dealing with security wise? Are there like locks in the cabinets? Is this going to be like a take somebody hostage and stick a gun in their face, or like
roll perception?
Okay. Ooh, I got a 5.
So still just being able to look over the shoulder into the pharmacy area. Looks like most everything is just set on shelves.
Okay.
There does look to be 2 large cabinets that are pushed back up against the wall that both have locks on them, and they are actual locks requiring what looks like a key.
Wow, that's unusual.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so the pharmacy is a different thing. All right, we're gonna have to talk this out because I'm gonna have to like work my brain. In the meantime, I guess if there's not anything else I can do, you know what? Like, how about this? I'm gonna go up to the window real quick with the cart, and can I catch a name tag of like the person behind the counter?
Yeah, Chris.
Hey, Chris. I'm just actually passing by. You guys need me to grab any trash or anything back there?
Oh, you know what? Thanks so much, man. He just reaches under the desk and hands you 2 trash bags. That's all I got right now.
I'm gonna dump it right on Zero. Like...
All right.
Hey, yeah. You need anything?
Once again,
we're fine.
thanks.
Yeah, you bet.
Hey,
Right.
you still up for next week?
Oh yeah. What day was that again?
It's Thursday. We're gonna do it Thursday.
All right, cool. Yeah, just let me know.
Yeah, you got my number. Just give me a call. We'll get set up.
For sure. You bet.
All right.
Sounds
Have a
good.
good one.
All right, see you. I guess I'll go back to work and like finish the shift out at this point. I don't know that there's
Sure.
anything else I can do in here.
Zero, you gonna hang out and get trash dumped on you, or you gonna jump out of the cart
Well, is it
when he
smelly
goes to
trash?
drop the trash off? Some of it is starting to be pretty ripe. Yeah.
Okay.
Just remember, you wanted this.
I did. Now I'm a dirty boy. Okay, so I guess I'm going to. Yeah. Well, because he's dumping into like a chute, right?
Yeah, you gotta dump
no.
that trash eventually.
Yeah, I'm definitely making sure he gets out before I dump the bag. Mostly because I probably can't lift it with him in there.
No,
My
you can't.
body of 2.
You know, that's fair.
A cyber dwarf causes a problem.
All right.
After he empties the trash, are you gonna jump back into the trash cart, or are you going off on your own? What do you want to do?
Okay, are we alone?
Yeah, there's nobody down in the drop off.
I don't
of
know.
the trash.
I always gotta ask. I don't know if there's some
Yeah,
guy
that's
lurking.
fair. That's fair.
Uh,
You
Oh,
never
you
know
mean
when
like in the
somebody's
last
lurking
room? Like,
Yeah, there's just people just like in the shadows. Just I was on Facebook. Okay, so
No, he literally
Okay.
came up into the room after you guys
Gotcha.
went into it.
gotcha. Okay, you want me to stay in the trash, go back to my trash lair, or be on the ground? I know I'm kind of handsy after seeing that guy. So
why don't you just get in the trash and chill out, chum? Just relax.
good call.
Just relax.
I know that guy. I don't know where.
Just an FYI, trash doesn't normally talk, Zero.
Oh right.
The bag of wisdom.
Oh, great bag of wisdom. Share us your insights.
You are trash, sir. Good day.
Okay.
Just gonna finish out the day of his work.
I mean, I think so, unless there's like another opportunity that like stands out for me to do like any recon on the security, specifically the security, like if there's a back door to the pharmacy area or
There's only the one door into the pharmacy that you can see. The security office for the hospital is actually located in the basement.
okay. I'll probably stop there on the way out.
Also, the only night errant security that you're seeing is usually around the entrance, the staff entrance, and then more heavily around the ER.
Okay.
But other than that, there's no patrolling security in the hospital.
Okay. One other thing I want to do is I don't know if there's like a requisitions office or someplace where like there's like a manager for like the surgical floor.
That'd be the head of surgery, runs the surgical floor.
Okay, where are their like where's their office?
Offices?
Yeah.
Their offices are up on the 5th floor.
Okay.
All the major players, the HR, filing, all that kind of stuff.
Okay. So I guess what I'm asking is they probably wouldn't use like paperwork to put in like a work order or anything, would they? It would just be like, okay, all right, no problem.
Just an E request.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
It's as simple as making it from your PDA.
Then what I'm gonna try to do is like I'm on the lookout now as like I do my rounds for anybody like a doctor or anybody important that looks like they've set their PDA down and isn't paying attention to it. And if they're not, I'm just gonna roll the cart by and just like swipe it into the garbage can.
Okay.
That's a thing that just happened.
Yeah, you can do that. You could probably pull that off in the cafeteria.
Okay, perfect. There you go. All right, so like I want to try to make sure it's a semi like high up kind of, you know.
You can find a couple people that eat in the cafeteria that wear suits.
Perfect. So I'll get one of those PDAs, and then
Okay.
just finish the shift out and then leave.
Okay.
All right, cool. Well,
Zero, anything you want to add, or just going along for the ride, taking all the pictures?
Yeah, I'm recording, taking pictures. That's really it. I'm trying to do as little as possible.
Sure.
I'm prone to being an agent of chaos at times.
All right. We cut back to Kevin's apartment. He's still just chilling out with Flounder on the couch. Did you want to do anything specific with Kevin, Flounder, or are you just kind of keeping him as quiet as possible?
Well, I'll play a couple games with him if he's interested. If he's not, then like we'll just watch some TV and relax. And
No, he'll play games with you. Again, he's already better than the last time.
yeah,
Yeah.
Just keep it nice and easy. I don't
Uh-huh.
answer any questions. If you ask me any questions about myself, I'm not going to answer them.
Sure, whatever. I know how this goes.
Yeah.
What
give him
about the
vague-
guy in the bedroom? What about that guy?
Which one?
He did some stuff, and one of your guys disappeared, and then he went and he's in the bedroom now.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay,
Mu-
you don't know
must
him very
be-
well.
I don't. We don't have a magic caster in our party, so
Okay. Okay. Sure.
I mean, we have a clown.
Oh, you got. How's a clown helpful?
Well, he's a mime. You know, people get really enthralled by the stuff that he does.
Yeah.
He's actually pretty good at it. He put a guy in a box once, and the guy was stuck in there for like 2 weeks. I have no idea how it happened.
Okay.
The guy came out. He had to go to a behavioral health unit. It was pretty intense.
Yeah. No, that sounds bad. Yeah.
Didn't know what he was doing. It was all weird. And then
Best to stay away from the mime. Got it.
he fell in love with the mime and it felt a little weird. He wanted
Wow.
to do the robot stuff to the mime trick, and
That's stalking. I hear it gets bad.
yeah, just weird things. These guys are, they're a little bit nuts. I'm about as normal as they get. Probably the nicest out of the group.
Yeah, I got that. Clearly.
Right as
having this-
Flounder says that, there's a knock on the door again.
You want me to get that, or you want to go?
No, I got it. I'll. Who is it?
It's Kaze.
Oh yeah, here's the guy that's fixing your wardrobe problem.
Yeah, I don't have a wardrobe problem.
Have you seen your wardrobe? You have a wardrobe problem. Kaze, you can come in. You need to talk to this guy about his wardrobe.
Oh, I didn't know the door was open. I guess I could have checked that first. I'll open the door and come in, and I just have like 4 giant bags in my hands as I come in, and I'm like,
Thank God.
okay, so Kevin, you're awake. That's awesome. Where's everybody? I feel like I missed something. Anyway, to get back to the point at hand, I got this all ready for you. You're gonna be good to go. Everything that was in your closet, don't worry about space. Not a problem. I burned all of it for you. So Now that we have the new wardrobe here available, I want you to go ahead and try on a couple of things. Me and Flounder are going to give you some feedback and just make sure that you're picking the right outfits for, you know, whatever the occasion may be that you're going to be using them for.
Yeah.
And I just put the bags down in front of him on the ground.
I'll undo his leg holsters and stand by the door.
Okay. And then he's just gonna start slowly trying on different stuff. Meanwhile, after a few hours of this, Loki and Zero, you will come back to the apartment. You'll be able to walk in right as Kevin is doing like his own personal fashion show.
Ooh, are we playing dress up?
Me and Flounder and I are just sitting on the couch, like just drinking like cups of tea and
Loki,
both
check this
clapping and
out. Tell him that shade of blue really brings out his eyes.
It's very vogue, my friend.
Yeah.
You look amazing.
This one over here highlights his shoulders.
Speaking of amazing, I'm gonna go get Amaging and tell him he can wake up now.
You knock on the door.
Flounder, I told you to leave me alone.
It's
I gotta
Loki.
concentrate.
It's Loki Amaging. You're good to go. We're back.
Okay, I'm gonna keep sustaining the spell as I walk out.
Okay. You see Kevin is dressed up in fancier looking clothing.
What are you two doing?
Well, both of them are sitting on the couch drinking.
I just look at Amaging and just go, helping.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently there's like 6 shades of blue. I thought there was only one.
Then that was the first mistake, Kevin. We've talked about this, okay? Remember, when you go out for new outfits, and I like quick draw like a big thing of swatches, and then I just like unfurl it, and I'm like, swatchy. Remember, we're matching seasons here and moods. And then I put it back.
Winner. Yeah, you are a winner palette. You need to fill this.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'll hide those bags underneath your eyes.
I do not get a lot of sleep. That's a thing.
Yeah, buddy. So speaking of step 2, okay, so I got you this moisturizer. All right, now this is what you're gonna want to do every morning. Put a little on under the eyes. It's gonna help you. It's gonna make you feel refreshed. Full face before you go to bed. Trust me. All right, we're gonna take 10 years off, and it's gonna be fantastic for the guys or gals or whatever your situation may be here, my friend.
Speaking of guys, Chris said that he's looking forward to Thursday. Since you're going to be indisposed Thursday, you might want to clue me in onto what's going on.
Thursday. Oh, yeah. Thursday is supposed to be the the indoor urban combat simulator.
Okay. Tell me more about this indoor urban combat simulator.
Well, you know, people pay money, they go in, they give you a crash training course in urban survival. It's a dangerous world we live in.
Boy, you're telling me, chum, as I shift my face back from Kevin's into a different face, something from the trade. Oh, the guy's face from the guy we dropped off in Puyallup.
Okay.
I'm gonna shift my face into his.
Wow. You look just like him.
Who's that?
Whose hat? Are you kidding me?
No, tell me more.
You look like this action sim starlet, Archer Steele.
Oh, of course I do. This is my real face. I'm actually Archer Steele. I mean,
have you not watched his action movies? They're amazing. He does all his own stunts.
Yeah, man, you really got to catch yourself up on some action trids. From the shadows.
Well, now I have something
am I still invisible?
Like,
yeah, you're still invisible.
Okay, great. I'm just like,
I've got Steele's Return,
As I
Revenge
hear
of
Zero's
Steel.
voice like that, I just go,
oh, right. Yeah.
How long are you going to keep sustaining his invisibility?
As long as I need to.
Oh my god. Okay, well, right now, Zero, you're just a disembodied voice.
Let me see. I'm probably going to need Chris's phone number so that I can attend this event in your stead, my friend, because I don't think that.
Just tell him I'm sick, or I ate bad soy food. I don't know. You don't have to go to this.
Maybe I want to.
Well, I want to.
But that's pretty nice. You're gonna have to miss this one though, Chummer.
You know, I save all month for this.
Who's to say that he has to miss it though? Like, what if we let him go out with it, but then like, what if what if I chaperone with him?
That seems like
he could chaperone me.
That seems like a great way for him to run the Lone Star.
I feel
You're telling
like
me this is gonna take a whole nother week of me having to have you guys crash at my house?
Listen, I've spent a quite a nice amount of time with Kevin today. I think everybody here is giving him a bad rep.
Are you
I
sure?
don't understand why you think
shouldn't-
this guy's not going to sell us out.
Yeah,
Look at this guy.
yeah, big
Look at
guy
this
can come with
sweetheart.
me.
I can chaperone him.
Yeah, big guy. He can teach all of them about the art of the sucker punch.
Guys, I really don't have enough time to go over how many reasons why this would be a horrible idea.
I'm just going to look at Flounder. I'm just going to look at Flounder and be like, can we both go? Because like, I kind of want to do this combat thing. That sounds pretty
See,
good.
obviously,
we could just,
yeah.
we could just, this could be a group outing.
I'm kind of with Amaging on this one, gentlemen. I don't really think that just releasing our catch into the wild at this juncture would be the most prudent thing to do.
Me and Flounder are just gonna keep talking to each other like we don't hear Loki and Amaging, and just be like, okay, so do we need gear for this? Like, is there like a rental system or
No.
do we have to bring our
No, it's
own
rental
thing, or-
right there. You don't.
Oh, it's rental on the
bring
spot?
yourself.
Wait,
yeah.
wait.
So you just bring yourself, and then you pay
problem
the.
is-
Okay,
upfront.
boys.
He can talk
I'm
to
gonna
people
interrupt this.
while he's in that.
I'm gonna blow up the room.
You'll do it too.
You guys are getting way too chummy with our hostage.
I mean, he's a hostage by circumstance, though. Let's be fair.
Let's just say
he hasn't-
asset. We'll call him an asset.
He hasn't done
Ooh,
anything wrong
asset.
to us. We have no reason to feel that he
the
would
asset.
betray us at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
I look over at him and I'm like, Kevin, are you gonna sell us out to Lone Star?
No.
See, look at it. Why would he lie to us?
So
Here's
here's the
those are the
plan.
worst.
How about we don't do this one because there is the chance that he could just talk to someone else while we're all in any sort of simulation, and then we do the next one. We come back when we're all done with all of this, and we'd be friends with him.
It'd be like a whole month from now.
Flounder, is it possible that you could just give him like a light chop like right to the throat that would just like make it to where like maybe he couldn't talk for like 6-7 hours while we go do this?
I
I
could hit
don't
him.
think talking's super necessary.
I'm
for it, right?
kind of against that idea.
I could
honestly.
hit him like I did last time. Just a little bit
No.
harder.
Yeah, but see, but then he's
not
fully
good.
out. That's counterintuitive. Like we still need him up and around to do things.
But that's as soft as I go. I mean, I could slap him with an open hand.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
No. Let's vote for not bodily harming Kevin. How about that? That's a good
I
vote.
vote for not bodily harming Kevin.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so-
what I do.
3
we
votes
don't-
for me.
We don't bodily harm Kevin. We leave him at home. We tell the guy he's sick.
It's 4. I'm
Here-
invisible.
So Kevin, here.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that one. Well, there you go. 4 votes for not hurting Kevin. I like not hurting Kevin.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt that much. You would only feel it for until you went unconscious.
Oh, you mean like last time where you trucked me in the face and I went unconscious?
At least I said your name first.
I mean, hey, you guys could have taken me to the hospital. I could have a concussion. How do I know you're all not hallucinations right now?
I know first aid. So
Yeah, that's
you're-
fair.
you're
So
good.
like you can't tell Lone Star about a hallucination. So we have
I
nothing
know.
to worry about. That's what
just
I'm
crazy.
saying.
Yeah.
I am just saying.
Listen, Kevin,
I
buddy.
finally broke, and I'm talking to myself. Really, this isn't an empty apartment, and I don't know that. I'm holding myself hostage because I have deep-seated fears about going back out
There's
into
a
the world.
lot going on right now.
I'm figuring it all out.
And
I'm glad.
I'm really sure I'm not an illusion. Right? And I'm looking at the window and my
Who
invisible
keeps
reflection.
saying that?
I'm gonna look in the direction of the voice and just 2 thumbs up.
I'm gonna look at Kevin and be like, "That's the mime."
Oh, see? Yeah, because I would create a mime that would want to hold me hostage because clearly when I was a child, I had a bad experience at a birthday party with a mime, and that's why I would create one. This is making so much sense now.
You can only see him if you believe in him enough.
Oh, okay. So I have to
I'm like looking at my own reflection in horror.
Don't believe.
So, Kevin, it looks like you're going to miss this one, buddy. But I tell you what, next month when it comes back around, we'll all go out together. You can get out there on us. How's that sound? We'll all do this whole thing as best buds. We'll have a soy beer afterwards, and we'll laugh about the whole thing, and it'll be great. It'll be fun times. But you can just not worry about this one because it's not going to happen, and we'll get you on the rebound. How about that, buddy?
You all are gonna get me geeked. Oh, this is so bad.
Yep. Clearly just crazy.
Well, fellas, we have some stuff we have to work out. Who's going to babysit Kevin on the day? Who's up for that job?
Well, realistically, which of us do you think would be least useful in terms of actually trying to get this equipment out?
Well, there's two thoughts on that. Here we have either yourself or our friend Zero. Zero has a thing that happened while we were there that I'll let him tell you about another time. So he may be the logical choice. However, I think that Kevin will probably have more fun with you, Kaze.
That's fair. I mean, if Zero, how do you feel? What are you thinking? Wherever you are, can we get some flour on this guy or something so I don't feel like I'm talking to myself?
Amaging, just stop. Let Zero have his body back, please.
I take my mage mask out. And
So
I
you
put my
gotta
hand
believe
over
harder.
the mouth, and I'm just like doing it like a puppet.
Oh my god.
I think that I got a lot going on right now, and so does Kevin. He's got a lot of emotions to unpack. And I feel like with my current situation, we could have a really constructive conversation.
So halfway through that, I'm gonna unsustain the spell. That way, he's back holding a mage mask.
Do you
Zero, why do you have a mage mask on your hand? That's just weird, man.
Why do you have a mage mask?
Yeah, why
You
do
guys
you
don't
have a mage mask?
No.
I'm like really just putting it behind my back.
You're getting a death glare from Amaging right now.
I mean, hey, us mundanes, we gotta be careful about you magi folk.
Well, you sound an awful lot like a mundane supremacist over there, buddy.
I would never.
Listen, Amaging, just because that mage mask happens to be perfectly sculpted to your facial size and proportions, that has nothing to do with it. Don't worry about it.
This is a conversation that Zero and I are going to have, plus you, Kaze, because I'm pretty sure you're I can see your stitch patterns in that. We're going to talk later.
He just gave me dimensions. How was I supposed to know it was for you until after
It's
the
your fault.
fact,
You got a
alright?
very perfectly commonly sculpted face.
Yeah, it's very round. It was very nice to work
Very
on.
symmetrical.
Actually, you have a very pleasant face to sculpt a restrictive mage device for. Just take it as a compliment.
Not making this any better, chummers, at all.
Gentlemen, shall we go and discuss elsewhere our plans for the morrow?
But it does feel like Zero wants to stay, so I think we should let Zero stay with Kevin tomorrow. I think that'll probably be the best thing to work out.
Zero, you're gonna have to stay with Kevin tonight too, because somebody's got to stay with Kevin.
Sleepover, Taco Temple on me.
Well, I mean, there is all the recipes from Better Gnomes and Gardens that I have ingredients for in the refrigerator already.
As we're getting ready to leave, I just go over to Kevin and I just go, make sure to try out the silk pajamas.
Also, Zero, if he gets out of line, just shoot him.
Oh. Kevin, you don't plan on getting out of line, do you?
I don't know what's getting out of line in my own head anymore.
How about this? Kevin, don't try to leave and don't try to attack our friend here. Just chill out and relax, and everything will be just fine. But if you don't do that, then Zero shoot him.
Oh.
Yeah, but that brings us to the time. Kevin, it's time to go back in the room. We'll put your leg shackles on, and you can play some games with Zero here in a bit. Just don't ask about his mind tricks.
Yeah, no.
What is this about a mime?
I don't know. I'll just tell you all about it.
Oh, speaking of telling me all about it, I saw you have the Carl Combat Mage collection. How about we binge
vintage.
watch?
Yeah, vintage.
Vintage. Wow. And then I'm just gonna start having this whole conversation with them about like the logistics, the backstage stuff.
Oh, yeah,
the drama.
yeah.
As
I'm
I'm
like,
strapping him
The
down to the
lighting was
bed.
amazing, and the remaster. I
Oh,
definitely.
don't even.
It's not the
Yeah,
same.
it's like
It's not the same.
5.1. You know, it's like that sweet spot. We just miss a couple of frequencies there, but you know, it really changes everything.
I mean, when
Zero-
they tried to go to SimSense, they completely lost
Oh,
a lot of the
absolutely.
crowd. It was just too
Zero,
much.
if you've never listened, if you've never listened to the director's commentary, let me tell you something, buddy. You are missing out on a delight.
I hadn't even thought about that. After all these years, I thought I'd seen and heard it all. Oh, this is. Wait, is the director's cut on there?
In the ultimate package, yeah.
I'm like, tears are forming in my eyes. This is gonna be great. This is gonna
Yeah.
be great. We're gonna watch Call Combat Mage and talk about our feelings. Let's do this.
Take everybody, leave, back to, I guess, back to the stomping grounds, back to Jotunheim.
Hey, it's looking better than it ever has.
Awesome. So I'll do a quick checkup, make sure that everything's cool. Talk to one of my lieutenants, make sure everything's running okay.
Yeah, the only thing they need is electricity. They could have basic electricity. Everything would be great.
Okay. Let them know that we're working on that. You know, and then just
When you can get to it.
yeah, well, you'll be watching Trid before you know it, chum. Go up into
I
the.
haven't seen it. It's new to me.
We'll go up to the hideout to what was it? It's Asgard. The building is Asgard. That's right. Yeah. So I'll take everybody up to Asgard and kind of give them the breakdown on what we're working with. Flounder, we're gonna have to move this piece of equipment. Let them know that it's basically gonna require, a work order that I'm gonna have to get Applejack on. So I'm gonna have to deliver this PDA and show him the PDA that I swiped over to him so that he can, take that and send out a fake work order for us on the day that says we need to move this thing, because otherwise we're never going to be able to move it.
Is the ambulance big enough to fit this thing?
No. Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. What do you think, Easy Mode? Will the ambulance fit it?
It will, but then you're gonna have to lose 2 people out of the back.
Yeah, the ambulance is our getaway. I think we just need a truck.
Yeah, can't we just take the battle wagon?
Do you really want to drive the battle wagon into a hospital? It doesn't exactly look like it belongs anywhere.
Plus, it is really noticeable.
Only if people are looking for it.
Yeah.
And with the partition sides on the side of it, it'll hide whatever's in the back of it. We just throw a tarp across the top. It's good to go.
That's
I can't wait till you try to drive this thing downtown
yeah,
one
no,
day.
it's not it's asking to get pulled over, is what it's doing. So I think our best bet is going to be to get a 6 world equivalent of a U-Haul. I don't know.
Well, who all's going on the trip into the hospital? Is it me?
We
you,
all are
Amaging,
going to have to.
All of us,
All
even
of
Zero.
us. No, Zero's going to have
Zero's
to
staying-
stay out.
Okay. So I mean, if you and Amaging want to take the ambulance, I have my bike, and we just leave Flounder to his running.
Well,
I don't think
I'm going in
space in the
as-
back is going to be an issue if we need to load it into the back of the ambulance.
I'm going in as Kevin. You're going to need
Yeah.
me in order to open up the doors and stuff for you.
Well, right, but I'm just saying for transportation with the ambulance, if the issue is that there wouldn't be space in the back for people, we have the other modes of transport. We'll be fine. So we can just load it into the back of the ambulance. That shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, I'd like the ambulance, because there's other stuff we got to load too, and the ambulance being a good way to get out of there in case of emergency.
Why don't we have Kaze? Because if we're to lose 2 people, we have Kaze, one person riding with him on the bike. Then we're splitting off. That's giving them 2 targets to have to go after. So that could be.
Well, maybe that'll work. If you and Flounder drive the ambulance, and Kaze takes his bike, I'll be fine because I'm Kevin. So
You are Kevin.
Yeah, I am Kevin. We are all Kevin here. Okay, yeah, I guess that's fine. Like, so here's the other ticket is
That means I'm not driving.
no. Well, wait, yeah, can Flounder fit in the front?
Yeah, so
You can fit in the passenger seat if he
Okay,
cranks it back.
all right.
Clown ambulance.
I mean, I could also go in as a body. So
Well,
That's true too.
yeah, like I don't know. I think the plan is for you to go in as a like a worker. You know, because you're going to be the one that's basically going to be helping us move this piece of equipment out. So we are going to need, you know, kind of like a utility dolly maybe, or some way for you to be able to get this thing out of there once we unbolt it.
but you don't want me to pick it up.
Well, it's going to be looking kind of weird. I mean, and plus, I don't know how heavy this thing is. I mean, you're big, but you're not that big.
I mean, okay.
I don't know. I mean, you like, you know, this is like, you don't want to be looking weird trying to do a Herculean
That's true.
strongman feat down the corridor of a hospital when normal people would just use a tool.
And if I need to disable someone, then
Or, you know, I could just levitate it. There's that option.
Because that'll look normal.
If all else fails, that's an option.
Because that'll totally look normal and won't set off any red
I'll
flags or alarms
just-
or
I'll just find something to work as a maintenance cart, and then
exactly.
if we run into any problems, I can just drop the maintenance cart.
Exactly. Like we're trying to fly under the radar here, not set the radar off.
How
You know what I
durable
mean?
is this thing? Like, can I throw it at someone?
You probably can't throw it at all.
Okay.
It's big. It's like really big and heavy.
Yeah, but there's like you big, and then there's me big.
No, it's like bigger than you big and heavier than you heavy.
Sounds like a challenge, but I'll get the maintenance.
Yeah,
cart.
no, you're not throwing anything anywhere, Buster. You just get that through that head of yours, pal. I like the maintenance card idea. I think you should do that.
Challenge No, I'm kidding.
So the other problem that we have is the pharmaceutical floor. There's one way in, one way out, lots of cameras, and we'll fire up all of Zero's stuff on the laptop and show everybody the kind of like the areas that we're working with. In fact, like I can show Flounder the picture of the thing that we're after, since we have video feeds of it.
So when you make someone go invisible, does it make the stuff that they're holding turn invisible?
I believe so, yes. And
So
within
why-
reason. Within reason.
Only
why don't-
when he initially casts the spell.
Mm.
So
Anything that you bring onto your person after that is still visible.
how many times can you go invisible?
However many times do I pass out?
Okay, so why don't you go invisible, get all the stuff that we need, and then go invisible again
I
and
could
walk
just-
out?
Do you just stay invisible?
No, because he has to go invisible again after
Yeah.
he puts it on his person.
Recast to make everything
Oh.
that he's picked up invisible as well.
Just use a mask or something. I have a really good one, but
I'm gonna hold out my bandana. This is what I've been using.
Hang on,
Yeah,
I
that
think
works.
Zero has a mask actually for Amaging that we could use. I think
That's
that
true.
might, yeah, I think that might work.
Well, I'm thinking about just having Applejack disable the cameras too. I mean, that's also a thing that you do.
or we can do that.
Yeah, I mean,
Or loop them or something.
yeah, well, like it just whatever, you know, he could just do the thing.
But we can be doubly safe and
Yeah, it's gonna cost. I understand. I understand it's gonna cost. It's fine. In fact, let me call him right now. Let's call him. Let's bring him in on the mix here.
All right, phone rings.
Yeah, Applejack's buddy. I think I have a job for you. You up to making some new yen, chum?
Yeah, I'm always up for making some extra money. You're gonna owe me anyway.
Why is that?
That drive that you had me look through blew up one of my drives. So, I mean, if you want to replace that, call it even.
Interesting. Okay, we'll have to discuss that at a later date and time. As I was unaware of this, and we have a job that needs done right now. Well, this week.
This week? When this week?
Well, as soon as you can get it set up to go.
I mean, got nothing else going on. It's going to be a little bit slower than what I normally would.
Okay, so here's what we have. We have Redmond General. I'm going to need you to spoof a work order for a piece of equipment. It's going to be a full replacement for this piece of equipment. That way we have something that when we go in to pick this thing up, we have something where people are expecting it to be picked up.
You have the dimensions?
I have the model number and all that stuff.
Yeah, sure.
So I'll send him that information over from Zero's like recording and whatnot. I also have I have a PDA from one of the executives that might be of use for you to facilitate this.
That means one of you has to physically bring it over.
I'll just slide it through the slot again, chum.
I could drop it off.
No, it's fine. I'll do it. Don't.
Please just slide it through the slot.
I'll slide it through the slot. I know how you like that. The other thing is we're going to need something done about the cameras on the third floor pharmaceutical area.
What do you need done about them?
Well, probably, I don't know if you can like loop them back onto themselves or something, or...
Is that what you want?
Well, that's what I would prefer. If the cameras go down, they'll probably send somebody up, but if it just appears that like nothing's happening, that would be better.
How long you need them looped for?
Once you get the call, probably, I don't know, 10 minutes.
Okay. Anything else?
I think that's it for now. If anything else comes up that we'll need you on, we'll let you know. I'll have this delivered, this PDA delivered to you right away. Just right through the slot.
Just drop it off. I'll dive in virtually after I get off this call.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so we got Applejacks on the job, so he'll be doing all the like hacky decky things. So what do you guys want to do about this pharmaceutical floor? If you can loop the cameras, you want to just go in hot, or
Could do that. It'd have to be the last thing we do, though.
that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we secure the other thing, then I let you guys in, and then we just go in hot, and everybody on the ground kind of thing. I'll put out some like wet floor signs at the end of the hallway or something, you know what I mean? Try to keep people from coming down there, with caution tape or something,
It's best for me to be alone.
What's that?
It's best for me to be alone.
What do you mean?
Like, if I'm a maintenance man going in, it would make no sense for me to be with a garbage man or with anyone else. I should be going in alone.
You're missing part of the step here. Like, we're gonna secure the surgical equipment first.
Yeah, but
and
it would
then...
be really... Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah.
I just think it would be really slow to do the two steps. Whereas if I just went and did what I was supposed to do by myself, you guys could go do that at the same time. And that way, if there's any distractions or anything that starts to go, we have two ways.
If we wanted, we could put Loki and Flounder on the equipment duty, and then just put me and Amaging on the pharmacy.
If we're gonna split the squad, then that's exactly how it's gonna have to be, because I'm gonna have to be there to let Flounder in, which means you guys are going to have to figure out a way to get into the pharmacy area yourselves.
That was the invisible idea. I can do both of us. It's going to be draining, but it's doable.
That might be the play then. Do both you guys and just try to stealth it. You try to go quiet. I feel like we're like trying to plan like a Payday 2 mission right now or something.
We're just going to quiet around.
Yeah, that's like I literally like feel like we're like trying to figure out how we're gonna like run this Payday 2 mission right now.
Hey,
just
as long as
seems
it's
really
not
simple.
White Elephant, right?
If we go
train one.
Yeah, if we go 2, then we should be okay, and we won't have to worry about it that way.
If me and Amaging go in and we have Amaging go invisible to try to get the pharmaceuticals, could I just go in and try to like run interference from the people working in that area and try to just make it easier for him to get the goods?
Can you make a couple scrubs and make them as promotional items and see if you can sell them?
I mean, I've already got us all outfits, so I could just wear the outfit in to look like I'm supposed to be there.
And then just act like you're there as a salesman for scrubs. Just be like, I'm a representative that sells these new scrubs.
Can I use my common sense thing here? Like,
Yeah. What do you want to use your common sense for?
the people working the pharmaceutical counter aren't going to be in sales and will not have anything. They'll like want to get you out of there immediately because,
Or they'll redirect you to the corporate office.
yeah, like you need to go over here. Stop trying to sell me.
Or they'll call their corporate representative and have them come down.
Yeah.
Do we only have Kevin's ID badge? Do we not have like any other faked ID
That's
badges?
the
or
only
anything?
ID badge that we have.
Okay.
But I can always just open the door for you guys and get you in. The security is pretty low.
Well, I'm just more concerned that if we do go the route and I do try to run interference for us, like, is it going to be an issue if somebody tries to ask me for ID and I don't have anything that I can give them in order to get clear?
I think the best play here is for Amaging to invisible both of you guys, and you guys just go in like invisible and try to do this. You know what I mean? That way. I think.
Go ahead, sorry.
You know, I think that's the best play, and like if it does get like crazy, the cameras will already be looped, and you can just pull a gun and everybody get on the floor kind of thing. You know what I mean?
And if like getting him out of the room, I mean, literally you could be like do a knock on the door and have something spilt outside for him to go investigate. He opens the door, we sneak in.
Yeah, and you'll be able to hide your weapons if you're invisible too. So
yeah, I'm
gonna have to go in and weapon free. So
I mean, you are a weapon, dude. Like, come on.
That's true. Depends on how
It's
hard.
not like you're losing anything.
I mean, distance.
All right, so are we feeling like that's a reasonable plan?
That's good. Let's do it. Quit wasting more time.
Okay. So I guess we'll wait on the day. I'll get the PDA over to Applejack. Make sure that he's ready to go. What day is it? How long does this take?
What do you want him to do? Like, how he'll be ready in. Let's see, how difficult is this?
It's gonna be next Thursday when he's supposed to go out with his buddy.
No, he can be ready by the weekend.
Okay. Then I guess we'll do it like as soon as he's ready to go.
Saturday he'd be ready to go.
Perfect.
So you guys are just going to be babysitting till then.
All right. Well, I don't know if anything else happens during the meantime, but I think we're all ready to do this.
All right, we'll just fast forward to Saturday then.
All right, this is.
I'm ready. I don't know about you.
All right, we're all gonna die.
I'm so excited for this.
All right, I'm Kevin again. I'm making my face Kevin, and not. What's the guy's name? Like, what was it? What was the Tridstar's name?
Archer Steel.
Archer Steel, dude. I gotta remember that. That's gonna be my new like go-to face from now on. when I go anywhere.
Because that's not gonna be like. Yeah, you're not going to get a whole lot of attention from that, are you?
When I need to go into Dante's, like I'll go into Dante's.
Because they definitely don't have anything looking for magic effects at all.
No.
No, surely not. No.
All right.
All right, so I'll go in early and start my shift. Call Applejack about the work order.
He's ready to go. They'll tell you he's ready to go. You just need to send him a quick message or give him a quick call, and he'll know that's the signal to begin the loop.
Okay. Yeah, tell him just wait for a text.
Okay.
And then I'll go in and I'll start my route and I don't know, send a group text. I'll send them a WhatsApp. Send the group a WhatsApp message. Or what is it? Signal? Is that what we're using these days?
Signal.
Okay. Telegram. Like what service are we using in the sixth world? Like,
It's the metaverse
app. A WhatsApp.
there you go. How's that?
I just assumed it was AIM, but I guess that's just me.
Yeah. That's what it is. 100%. All right. Now I gotta find that stupid sound to put it in the. Thank you very much, Austin. I gotta go looking for that sound now to put that in this episode. We appreciate that. Thank you so much for the extra work.
You done played yourself.
He done played me, is what he did.
All right.
He's like, here, this will be awesome.
Amazing. Can I please have that invisibility roll for you first or Kaze first?
I'll do May first. So yeah, how this works is I'm gonna have a +2 modifier on my drain for the second one for trying
That's
to
correct.
sustain this, which
Yes.
is not good. All right, can I use spell pull for this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank Jesus.
You're always able to use spell pull.
Before he casts it on me as well, I'm wearing my normal outfit that I always wear, but I'm also wearing like my scrub suit outfit that I made over that. So
Are you
it kind of
taking?
just
Are you taking your sword? What weapons are you taking with you? Are you going normally armed or?
normally armed still.
Taking my SMG in.
Actually, I'm not taking the katana. That's the only thing I'm not taking.
Okay.
So I've got my spurs and I've got a silenced pistol that'll have.
Okay.
6 successes on Kaze's.
Okay.
Ooh, and now for the dreaded drain. I got 2 successes. So I have a light stun right now. Not good going in. Not good. But we're invisible.
Okay, so follow-up question that I think I maybe should have specified this before we did the invisibility.
Sure.
Can me and Amaging see each other while we're invisible,
Nope.
or we just give? Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, all right. That's
Well, maybe you can. Roll your intelligence,
okay.
and you're looking at target number 3. If you're trying to see Amaging.
Do successes boost that up?
No, successes are how many they need to see. So, Kaze, you'll be rolling target number 4 or target number 3, and you need 4 successes to be able to see Amaging.
Okay. Can I use one of my 2 rerolls?
If you really want to, yeah, sure.
No.
No?
No.
I got 2 successes.
Well,
but-
then you can't see Amaging.
Okay, that's fine.
Just like Amaging, if you wanted to see Kaze, you would have to roll your intelligence against target number 3, and you need 6 successes.
No, I just astrally perceive and I see him.
No, I'll just astrally perceive, and then I see the spell. So, yeah, it's good.
I still see his
an
aura.
outline.
Everyone still sees the whoever's invisible's aura.
I know.
That's literally all you can see.
I know.
I don't need to. He's invisible to me.
Okay, I'm just gonna be like slowly like walking with my hands out, like.
Well, you can still see everything around you. You just can't see where Amaging
Yeah, but
is.
this is the first time that my character's ever been invisible. Okay,
That's
so
true. Yeah, you can't even.
I'm
You
adjusting.
can't even see your own hand.
Oh, I know.
I'm gonna look over at like Ashley perceive and see him doing this. Stop that! You're making yourself a bigger thing to run into. You're just walk normally.
Who said that?
And Mage's gonna whisper in his I'm getting geeked. Oh, I'm getting geeked.
So are you parking the ambulance in the parking lot ahead of time? And then taking Kevin's car, or are you just taking the ambulance over?
I'm taking Kevin's car.
Okay, who's driving the ambulance? Please let it be one of the invisible people. I would laugh so hard.
It's gonna have to be Flounder.
All right, Flounder, you are cramped up driving the ambulance
Bad.
because it
Wait,
is
won't
not
that make it
full
more difficult
modified.
because I can't fit in it? Like
it-
I have to lay everything back to fit in the passenger seat.
It does make it a little more difficult to drive. I'd only have you test if you were in like a chase situation or anything. But if you take your time, you can get there. You just look weird, scrunched up.
All right, let's waste some good rolls. What am I rolling?
You're not rolling anything, dude.
You don't have to roll for this. If you were being chased or trying to do some kind of maneuvers to avoid being followed, then I would have you roll. But just driving there normally, you won't have to. You'll just look out of place.
Am I supposed to leave this thing locked, or what are we doing?
It's up to you.
I mean, did we not discuss this?
I mean,
Can we lock it?
yeah, you can lock it. You have the keys.
Will it stay locked? Is the question forever?
I mean, whoever has the keys can lock and unlock it.
Unless they've done some electrical.
Bro,
Thing
we
to
already
do.
we took care of that.
They already removed that.
Yeah, we're like it's good. The ambulance works. It's good. It'll work when you come back to it.
They removed the auto nav
Then-
from it. So
I will assume that I know this, and I will lock it when I get it into the appropriate position,
okay.
and then be prepared to go in. I have a
Your-
maintenance
You have maintenance paperwork.
and uniform?
Yeah,
Okay.
Kaze
Just wanna
made
make
you
sure.
a uniform,
Okay. Then I'm ready to go in.
or just pulled one from Nova Numbers because they manufacture them there.
I'll
I made it myself, okay? It's
Just in
custom
that
tailored to
time.
his size.
Oh,
I know the dimensions.
that inseam.
Of my
oh my
squad
god, it feels
mates.
so good.
I make sure that it's comfort, all right?
Feels really, really bad against my scars, but okay.
I'll get everybody over there. Make sure that like Kaze, Amaging. Are you guys here? Sound off.
Yes, we're here.
Who said that?
Kazi, you gotta stop doing that, man.
Okay, quiet guys. You're invisible. You're not supposed to be here. Third floor, pharmaceuticals. That's your go-to. All right, here we go. I'll
Can't do it, Chummer.
swipe my badge, and
Okay. Hold the door open a little bit longer
Yeah.
than normal.
yeah, like I'll act like I dropped my keys or something with my foot
Sure.
on the door and like go to pick them up.
Yeah. The Nighterant guy that's there is like, hey, come on, man. Move it along.
No, sorry,
go.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, come on.
And then head on in. I'm gonna grab my uniform, and I'll like as I'm doing that, I'm gonna whisper to Flounder. It's gonna be 5th floor. I'll be up there shortly to help you out.
I'm gonna grab a maintenance cart that should be sitting in the loading dock. See if there is one. Can I do that?
Yeah. There is not I mean, there looks like there's some kind of maintenance thing there. Whether it would be useful for you is questionable.
So
But you can take it with you.
I'll take it with me until I see like a maintenance room to grab a cart.
All right.
I mean, there should be something. If there's not, then I'll make it work.
So I'll get into my work uniform. Check my PDA. Is there anything on my PDA that is like super pressing or important or anything like that?
Fate. No, there's nothing pressing or important. It's the regular routine. This time you've got cafeteria duty that comes up.
Okay.
Wait, can I ask if Kevin has a ratchet set to remove the bolts from the floor before I leave?
Oh, I'm gonna actually get I'm gonna get maintenance to like come help you with that.
Remove it? Okay. Okay, then I'll head up to where I'm going.
Okay.
So first thing that I'm gonna do is like head over to like the maintenance area.
Mhm.
You know, wherever like the little spot is where all the guys that change light bulbs stand around and drink soy calf. And say, hey, I was just told that up on the 5th floor, I think in suite 3, there's supposed to be an equipment swap out today. And
We already have the order. Go away.
hey, look, no, the guy's here now
Yeah,
to take
we'll
the old
get him
one.
as soon as security brings him down. Thank you.
He's already up there right now.
Oh,
He
cool.
sent me down
I didn't know it
here.
was your job to tell me mine. That's amazing.
I'm just saying I was up there and they asked me to come down and tell you. They
Cool.
literally made it my job. I don't know what to tell you. What? How can I help you to help me to help you here?
You see that sign over there where it says exit?
Yes.
Take your body and go through that door.
Okay. Well, really don't want to get yelled at by Dr. Shawarma again. So
Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not my boss. Don't worry about it.
Well, if if this doesn't get done soon, I'm gonna get yelled at again. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna annoy you more.
Cool. I can't wait for you to come back.
I
I'll
will
be sure to have earmuffs.
I'll be back. I'm gonna burn the building down.
Whatever. Cool. There's torches, someplace.
Okay. Well, if I don't get my swing line stapler, and
Sure. Yep. Make sure that you light the oil tanks too, because it'll burn better.
All right. Send a text to Flounder that maintenance is being problematic and they don't seem to have any kind of sense of urgency, so you might be waiting for a minute.
Meanwhile, Flounder, you're wanded over by a knight errant security guy, and then he checks your paperwork, hands you, okay, go to the stairs, take them down 2 flights, and then mechanical should be the second door on your right.
Gotcha, man. You have a good day.
Yeah, I'm trying.
All right. And then I'll walk over, go down the stairs to mechanical.
Okay. Nobody stops you. There's a couple guys that are just sitting in there, smoking cigarettes in the hospital, drinking their reheated soy calf.
Hey guys, I have an equipment swap out that I need to do.
Yeah. We got your order. You're a big guy. You got this, right?
I know, but I need the
Oh yeah.
so that
No,
I-
it's right over there. Big box. Red one.
Okay, you got a cart?
Check next door. There's probably one.
All right, thanks. I'll go grab the box and head
Yeah,
over
sure.
next.
Hey, if you need literally any help with that, just pick up one of the phones anywhere, and that's *72.
You guys relax. Don't worry about it. I got this.
My kind of workman, chummer. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
All right, so wait a minute, hang on. The big red thing, is that a new unit?
It's the drills and everything that he
Okay.
needs
Okay.
to switch it.
Okay.
All right, then I'll go next door and find a maintenance cart, an actual proper maintenance cart,
Okay. Yeah, you can find one. There's elevators to take you up where you need to go.
and then I'll head up there.
All right.
I have a feeling the other guy's going to be up there removing it.
I'm also
Amaging?
gonna head up there as well, since it's my job to be like near him to help him
Okay.
with his stuff. So I'll be up there
All
like dicking around with trash cans or whatever.
Okay. Loki is making himself look like he's useful on the surgical floor. Kaze, Amaging, what are we doing?
Slowly walking until I'm comfortable with being invisible.
And we're gonna take our time getting up there. That way we're not bumping into anybody.
Okay. Roll me a couple stealth checks, please. This is going to be an open test, so highest result.
They get any kind of bonus for being invisible?
Yeah. Do we?
It's just highest result, and then if somebody bumps into you, they have to make the test to try to see what they ran into.
9. Oh wait,
Okay.
hang on. Yeah, 9.
Okay. All right. It's pretty easy to dodge most people. They're not walking hurriedly or anything. So you can weave in and out of some of the foot traffic and pretty much make your way to the pharmacy department without any major issue. Back up to the surgical floor, we've got Flounder getting off on the elevator, and Loki Kevin is already there.
I'll wave to him and be like, "How you doing this evening?"
I'm doing all right. How about you, buddy?
Oh, another day in the life of the troll. Big, strong man move things. So,
And I hear you there.
that's the way that it goes.
You need help with anything there, bud?
Yeah, I might need some help loosening some stuff if you got a minute. I mean, if you don't, then that's okay. But I
Well,
understand you got to work.
hey, look, like you just let me know. I'm gonna be like in the area cleaning my stuff. So if you need an extra set of hands, I can take a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. I'll call for you. What's your name?
Oh, it's Kevin.
All right. Thanks, Kev.
All right, you got
Having this conversation, in come from one of the other elevators. It dings. In comes Dr. Zora. Has a chart in front of him, just kind of not paying attention to any of you, going right to Suite 3.
Yeah, I'll walk in front of him and start working on whatever.
Who are you? What are you doing?
I'm the equipment swap out. So
I was not informed about this.
that's because you wouldn't be. It's property of the
Why?
hospital, not property of the doctor.
No, that does not sound correct to me.
Well,
This
then go
should
get
have gone
this-
through me.
Then go get the sign off from HR, and I'll meet you down at the loading dock. And if that's what it is, I'll put it back.
Loading. No, you can't. This is very delicate machinery. It
I
cannot be
know.
moved.
I have the equipment order. I have to. I have to move it.
No. I cannot allow you to move this. It is
Listen,
important to
bud,
my work here.
You're not my boss. I have to do this.
do I see this happening?
Yeah, they're having
Okay.
this whole conversation.
I'm gonna position the cart right outside like the door
Uh-huh.
and just wait there.
Okay. No, this.
Like I said,
I
if you
can't-
get a cancel order, it's form 455. You just get you just go down to HR. They'll give it to you.
No, this is unheard. He pulls out like his PDA and starts typing something. You'll get to the bottom of this right now.
Okay, I'm gonna start removing the bolts.
No, don't touch anything yet.
You're
Don't do that.
not my boss, bud. I'm gonna start removing the bolts.
It starts to get loud from. Hell, no! Yeah, there is a fool here removing. Can you hear me? He goes to try to get out of the door, hits the cart. What is? Hang on! Fumbles and putting something.
Okay, so oh man, I gotta decide what I'm gonna do here.
I can stop drilling and be like, "Hey, Kevin, I need some help in here."
All right, I'm gonna. Oh, dude. Oh, do I? Do I do it?
Or you can help Dr. Zora and take him down to HR.
The door is blocked and you're drilling and I can't think.
Yeah, the brakes are locked because I have to be able to load this.
No, you stop with the.
All right. I'll. Okay. Okay, doctor, come on, like here. Let me get this out of your way. I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry about that.
Are you a fool? What did someone needed the surgery suite? What's wrong with you?
I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid.
What
It's
is
my
your name? I'm scanning.
It's my fault.
Scanning your name now.
I'm so sorry.
This is going to go on your review.
No, please. Is there anything we could do to avoid that?
I don't have time for this. There's a fool in there, and you're being a fool talking to me.
I'm gonna finish drilling and then like start moving it slowly.
Is it all right? Like, can I roll something to try to like keep him busy with conversation while Flounder works? What kind of roll would that be?
A charisma check?
Charisma? Okay.
Yeah.
Deception.
Yeah, this deception would be great.
Do I have deception? I don't think I have deception.
Or etiquette.
I have etiquette.
You could try and etiquette the situation. Try to get him to calm down.
Okay. I don't necessarily want him to calm down. I just want him to be like
engaged.
Yes. All right, I got an 11.
Okay. He stays in the conversation with you and is getting relatively more aggravated. Flounder, you're able to get most of the bolts removed. You have one left when he stops and just stares directly at Loki for a minute, and then just sort of raises one eyebrow. Yes, I remember you now. You were the one that was here earlier in the week with the dwarf in the basket.
Dwarf in the basket? What are you talking about?
Yes, this is all making sense now. It's a ploy, isn't it?
Oh my god, okay, I'm gonna stick my gun in his face.
Okay.
Can I cold clock him from behind before you do that?
If you do, that's gonna add more time to you removing the last bolt.
I'm gonna pull out the Ruger Super Warhawk and just stick it in his face and be like, there, you have figured me out, my old adversary. I think it is time for you to back up.
Adversary, I don't have any.
You do now. You do now. And on the ground.
Do you change your face to look like his?
Yes, yes, I do.
Okay.
Change it to zeros.
That's even better. So now he's staring himself in the face.
I will be taking that phone now. Your PDA, please. Take it off of him. Now on the ground, face down.
You will have not seen the last of me, and you're making a grave error.
Oh, I think we have. I'm gonna hog tie him and then stick him in a garbage bag.
Okay. And then what are you gonna stick the garbage bag?
I'm putting the garbage bag down the chute. First chance I get.
All right.
I'm probably gonna need Flounder's help with that though.
I mean,
Yep.
I can render him unconscious first. A struggling body is way more difficult to move.
Well, he is in a
Compromised state, I'll just stomp on the back of his head.
I would prefer if you don't kill him. Jesus, dude.
Shouldn't kill him.
I don't know if I want to roll the dice on that. Loki definitely doesn't want to roll the dice on that.
Well, while you guys think of that, back to Amazing and Cosplay. All right, you guys are down by the pharmaceutical. You can see there's a guy behind the counter just going around. Looks like he's taking inventory.
Is there anything I could like pick up and move to set in front of the door? And is it just him down here?
Well, I mean, there's other people going back and forth on the floor, but he looks like he's the only one back in the area with all the drugs.
Yeah, I guess I'll go and knock on the door.
Leans out from the window area. Okay. Everything's fine. Just breathe.
Boom, boom, boom.
Just because you watched the horror movie last night, it's not real. It's not real. Don't
Do
worry
I
about
hear-
it. It's not real. Yeah, he's talking to himself.
I hear him
real.
say that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Not
up.
real.
I'm gonna go stand behind him and then just start going.
Well, you're like outside, dude.
You're outside of it, so
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Then yeah, I'm just
you
gonna.
can get up close to the window and make the
Yeah.
noise.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Somebody's there messing with me. That's not cool, okay? Just stop it.
Can I like reach through? Is there like a slot in the window? Can I like reach through and like knock something off his desk or?
Yeah, you could reach it's like a small square opening. There's mesh above that. You could reach through and knock something off the desk onto the floor.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just need my pills. That's all. Yeah. Everything's fine.
As he goes to try to take one, I'm gonna slam both of my hands on the partition thing that's in the front. Yeah.
They go everywhere. No more late night
No.
scary movies on the trid. Just bends over, starts trying to pick up all of the pills off the floor.
I'm gonna start like jiggling the handle and keep on doing it like more and more. Then start shaking the door.
He goes over to the phone. Hello. Can I have a
Well, while he's on the, is it like a corded phone?
Yeah, it's a corded phone.
While he's on it, can I like reach through and put out one of my sprues and cut the cord line, so
Yeah.
it cuts the phone? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, can you just hello? Hello? But the call and okay, no, they're not
And
gonna
then-
come through.
and-
They're not
and
gonna
then-
come through the walls.
and then
that's not just because it happened in the movie doesn't mean that they can phase through walls. It's fine. It's fine.
After I cut the cord, I'm gonna put the rest of the other two sprues out and just drag it across the front of the glass in front of him, so it's just 3 claw marks, just slowly going down the glass in front of him.
He pulls the window closed, goes over to the door, and you hear some buttons and then a click, and he opens the door and then steps outside, pulls the door closed, and just keeps his head down, but very briskly walks away from the
When he
pharmaceutical place.
Yeah, where we?
because he pulled the shade down, I couldn't see in, right? So I wouldn't be able to see
Yeah, he
what
pulls-
the code was.
Yeah, he pulls the shade down and then does the code and then goes out the door and just very briskly walks with his head down at the floor.
Okay, well, since he's gone, can I use my gear?
Well, first, I want to.
Uh-huh.
Whenever he goes to close the door, is he like turning around to close it? Or is he just like letting it
He steps
close?
through. He steps through and then he's pulling it closed.
Okay, I'm gonna put my my foot in the door to stop it from closing.
Okay, so he does that and then doesn't check and just. Yeah, he doesn't check.
Kaze, yeah. Get over here and hold this open. Don't let it close, or I'm stuck in here.
Okay, I got you.
And I'm gonna go in and start like rifling all the stuff we need.
So you just start
I'm
pulling
doing it.
stuff off shelves into garbage bags.
I'm doing it as fast as I can too.
Oh, dang it. We should have been holding garbage bags when we went invisible. Then we put the pills in the garbage bag, and the garbage bags would have been invisible.
And they just disappear.
I'm gonna recast this. Don't worry.
Sorry, I just, smarter, not harder, my friend. Smarter, not harder.
Are you going to try and open up the 2 locked cabinets or no?
But you have a list.
Hang on.
You have a list of stuff. You need.
Yeah, like
Is-
how much of the?
Is the stuff that we need in the locked cabinets? I'm gonna ask Amaging, because I assume that he has the list.
He has no idea what's in the locked cabinets, but about 70% of what's listed on the list is out here on the shelves.
Okay, I'm gonna just tell him, if you want to swap with me to hold the door, I could try to get into the locked things because I've got some hacking tools. I could try to get in.
Just make it quick.
They're tumbler key locks.
Oh,
They're
these
not digital.
monsters. Oh, these.
Archaic designs. What
Who
is
does
this?
that? How am I supposed to hack analog? All right.
Just take the cabinets.
I'm gonna go. Amaging. Try searching the desk. See if there's any other keys or anything in the desk or anything around there that we could use to get in there.
I'll hold this. I'm gonna place something in the door. That way, it. Can I? Is there like a card sitting on the counter to where I can stick it where the?
Well, I'll hold the door again as I'm telling you, like, go look to see if you can find something. We're just taking turns right now holding the door,
Okay.
making sure it stays open.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
go back and forth.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
All right, roll me some perception.
Open test, I assume.
Yes, sir. Trying to find a key.
This is a 7.
You find like 6 keys.
All right, I'm gonna try every key.
Okay, you're on your 4th key when Kaze, you can notice down the hallway, the guy is coming back, and he's being escorted back by a knight errant security guard.
Amaging. Guys coming back. He's got security with him. What do we want to do?
I'm gonna go over to the door with the bag of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Clothesline them
The security guard?
both. Just
Well,
run through them, knock them on their rear ends. That way I can get this out of here.
Okay, I'll do what I can. And okay, so are we just gonna make a break for it with what we have right now? And,
Can I
try to get anything
actually
else?
perceive and sense this guy to see if he's magical?
Neither of them are magical.
Oh no, never mind. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, we gotta get this bag out of here because if they see that, it's gonna trip a lot of alarms.
Is there anywhere that we could like stash the bag and wait for the guy, and that hopefully the security guard leaves, and then we could try to spook the guy some more and get him to let us out and
You could
finish trying to steal the
you could
stuff?
try and shove the garbage bag into a garbage can that's there, but the ones that are in the room aren't very deep and collected a lot of stuff. What's your plan?
Well, okay, so first off, Amaging, do we want to try to stay and get more, or do we want to book it with what we have now? That's the first step.
We gotta get all this stuff now.
Okay, so if we gotta hang out, then we're just gonna have to try to make the best of this. Is there like a any type? Is there like, I'm assuming there's like cabinet storage and stuff in here?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a cabinet that we could find easily to be able to stash the bag in the cabinet and it doesn't like obviously look like there's something smashed in it?
You can force the full garbage bag into one of the cabinet doors that you open. It'll fit. It'll still be ajar slightly.
Okay. Well, what if we do that, and then could I just stand next to the cabinet and like push it to make sure that it's closed so it like looks?
Sure. Then
That-
who's holding
okay.
the door?
Well, I'm assuming that if they're coming back in here, that worst case scenario, we could just knock this guy out, take his key card, and get out of here at the end of the day. But so I'm not really too worried. I'm more worried about us just trying to get into spots where hopefully neither of them are going to just bump into us happenstantially. Because I'm assuming that he's bringing the security guard in here to investigate. So
I mean, you're invisible. You can play the game of move out of the way. But then the hard part with that is you don't know where each other are.
I know where he is.
Well, you do, but he doesn't.
I trust the process.
Okay. All right. Well, then you guys will be trapped in the room with the pills and medication that you've already taken and piled into the garbage bag. And you hear boop, 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 boop. Click, door opens, guy walks in, security guard walks in. Look, man, these shelves were full when I started, okay? I don't know what's going on. Security guys just looking around. Right, they were full when you started, and now these scripts are empty over here. I told you. Look, you see the scratches on the glass out there, right? They're scratches on the glass. Security guard comes over and puts his hand on his shoulder. Look, you know the drill. You're gonna have to wait here with me. And he gets on his radio. I'm gonna need a mandatory search of the car for employee. Spins the guy around. Chris. Last name. Starts with a B, huh? What is it? Chris Bowler. What's the parking spot you're on? Look, this is how it has to work. You can do it this way, or you can do it the harder way, where you get set in the interrogation room for the rest of the day. I don't know what you're talking about. All this stuff was here. Yeah, okay.
Can I push Chris into the security guard
Sure.
as he's sitting there arguing with him?
You just push him into him.
I want to make it try to get it to where like he like does that.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay. So you push him from the back while he's waving his hands around. It looks like he lunges for the security guard.
While he does that, can I also grab one of the prescription bottles like off of a shelf and then throw it so it lands next to his feet so it looks like it like fell out of the guy's pocket?
Yeah, you can try and do that. Give me a stealth check
Okay.
to try to do it discreetly.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna roll the officer's perception. Okay. So you push Chris in the back forward into the security guard. The pills land on the floor next to him as the security guard reacts quick enough to grab his hand and in the same motion wrestle him to the ground and put his knee into his back. Oh yeah, those pills just fall out of your jacket all by themselves? Well, guess we're doing this the hard way. He gets on the radio. I need a team to Pharmacy 2, please. And now we'll switch back to Loki and Flounder.
All right, is there like a narco jet or anything in here like that I can use to put this guy out like relatively safely?
No. Surgery, well, you could check the other surgery suites.
If I'm non-lethal, it won't kill him. Why do you care?
Well, are you really non-lethal?
I can be non-lethal.
He can be non-lethal.
Look at Kevin. He's alive.
Do you want to search the other surgical suites or rely on Flounder?
We don't have time to
All right,
argue
Flounder,
about
just
this.
put him out. Just put him out, dude.
All right.
Just put him out.
And I'm going to kick him to the side of the head.
Okay, Flounder's kick upside the head.
Non-lethal.
I get that it's non-lethal. Please still roll me your target numbers, since he's completely helpless, are 2. All right, the bag was moving around, then Flounder, one swift kick to it, and the bag just stops moving.
Good. He's unconscious. Let's go.
All right, Flounder, you have this. I'm gonna go check on the guys down at the pharmacy.
You want to load him up on your trash cart?
He's in the trash bag in the trash cart.
Okay. I got this.
Okay. I'm gonna find some trash to dump on top of him, so it doesn't
Okay.
just like look like a body in there if like anybody looks in there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna head down to the 3rd floor to
We
check.
should have searched him.
Okay.
We should have, but he's in the trash and Loki's gone, so that's okay.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'll check. I'll check him before. Does he have like a swipe card or anything like that?
Yeah, he does.
Does he have a set of keys on him?
No, he doesn't have a set of keys on him.
Okay, so I'll take his swipe card and pocket that,
Okay.
and I've got his phone already.
Okay.
And then I'll head down to double check on the other fellas.
All right. So as you make your way down, are you keeping his guys?
Oh
or
no,
are
I
you
turned back
slipping-
into Kevin immediately.
Okay. just asking.
Yeah, like
All right. So
it'd be weird if I was like walking around as him pushing a cart with an ID
Yeah.
badge that said Kevin.
that would be odd.
That'd be a little weird.
All right. So you make your way down to the pharmacy floor, and you can see that there's some hustle and bustle as 5 Knight Errant security guards are down by the pharmacy.
Okay.
You can't see what's going on inside the pharmacy. The window has been pulled closed. There's
okay.
2 guys standing by the door, and you can hear some commotion inside. Are you just gonna wait, or what are you gonna do?
Can I just like listen down the hall and like look like I'm like I
Sure.
don't know mopping the floor or something? I'll mess around
Yeah.
with some chemicals on my cart or something like that.
Yeah, you can hear security guys talking about, can't believe he's trying to steal all this stuff. And we're gonna have to check his car. Security, we've got him here. We're getting the interrogation room ready. We're pulling in one of the interrogators. They should be here within the hour. We'll be sure to move them out into that room. Shouldn't take just a few minutes.
All right, I'm going down the hallway with
Where's-
the cart.
We're just mopping up here. Heading down the hallway.
Yeah.
One of the Knight Errant guys comes up to you. Whoa. Hey, man. You can't come down here yet. This is a secure area right now. We
Oh, what's
just caught a thief.
what's
Looks
going?
like
What's
he was trying to clean out the pharmacy. He's going to be
What?
moved to interrogation here soon. Just give us a minute, and then you can head on down the way. You're just going to need to back up a little bit for us here.
I
all right?
I just wanted to grab the trash out of here.
Look,
what's going on? Who was it?
We'll bring it with you. Don't worry about it. It's not important. All right. Don't worry about it. We've got the situation in hand. In a few minutes, while you're having this conversation, you see 2 security guards bringing out some guy with his hands clasped behind his back. He's partially unconscious. And you can see the name tag Chris on his shirt as he's being escorted away.
Like my my heart skips a beat when I see that it's Chris and not my guy.
Sure.
All right, I'll hang out and wait until like they're done, like they give me
Yeah.
the okay to like, do my job.
One of the Knight Errant guys comes out and hands you a small trash bag. Here you go. That's all that was in there.
Okay, thanks, John. Appreciate that.
Hey, just trying to help out. You know, we're all in this together.
Indeed. Is that the only guy that's down there at this point?
Yeah, well, he leaves with the rest of the security team.
Oh, okay. So like, there's nobody in the pharmacy office then.
No, they pull the door closed after they get him out, and pharmacy is basically closed down, and then they just head off.
Okay.
What are you guys doing inside the pharmacy?
As I see the door closing, I want to get my foot in the door to get it so it doesn't fully close, but it looks like it closed.
Make me an athletics test, please.
Got an 8.
Okay. You're able to discreetly just get your foot in there, just grab the door and hold it on the handle, make it look like it's closed, but it's not fully closed.
I'm gonna ask Amaging for the keys that he had yoinked so I can finish going and opening up the locked one so we can get the stuff out of there.
You'll see them like floating in the air as they come towards where you're standing.
All right. The last key that you try opens up one of the cabinets.
Okay.
While this is happening, I'm just gonna like pretend like I'm on the phone with my cart parked right outside the pharmacy door.
Okay.
Like, just talking on the phone, like, yeah, man, did you hear what happened to Chris down in the pharmacy? Yeah, like, dude, they took him off to the interrogation room. He was stealing drugs. Do you believe that? I know, right?
You can hear somebody talking outside of the pharmacy door.
Can I do a perception check to see if I recognize it as Kevin's voice?
Sure can. Looking for target number 4.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, you can recognize Kevin's voice outside of the pharmacy door.
Oh, hang on, but potato might. No, never mind.
No. Come on now.
Listen, I rolled. I got up to 12 on 2 dice. All right, I was close.
We will always check for potato.
Always check.
All right, so I'm just gonna go with all the stuff that was in there. I'm gonna put it in the rest of the bag because I had it with me in that other closet, so I'll just pull it back out. All the stuff that was in the lock, just all the stuff in the locked cabinet. I'm just putting it all in
just
there.
Pull. All right. All right.
Yep.
You guys should leave the body in one of the crammed trash containers.
Oh, I got a plan for the body.
Oh, okay.
So can I like whisper through the door? Hey, Kevin, is that you?
Yeah, it's me. I'm on the phone. Like, yeah,
Who was
it's,
that?
It's definitely Kevin.
Who are you talking to?
Hey, is it all clear out there?
Oh, yeah, I'm just here to pick the trash up. So yeah, I'll have to call you guys back pretty soon. But I'm just gonna grab this trash, and then I'll be heading on out.
Kaza, hurry up.
I get it all in there, and then I'll just tie off the bag and slide it across the ground to the door.
Pick it up, open the door, like poke my head out, drop the trash bag in his bin.
And I'm just gonna start carting it all off.
Kaza, let's get out of here.
Yep. And then I'm just gonna follow Amaging through the door, and we'll just go to get out of here.
All right.
All right, Flounder, you've got the machine decoupled from the floor. You can start loading it up into your maintenance cart if you want.
Yeah, strength test.
Yes, please.
16.
Yeah, you can lift it up onto the cart pretty easily. When you do, you actually pick up a piece of tile as well, and it looks like there's some kind of pressure button that was hidden underneath that.
Okay. I'm gonna write down in the note section on the maintenance report that there was something underneath of it that they probably need to repair the tile.
Okay.
And then I'll go drop off the maintenance order at the maintenance desk and load and take the make sure they have a copy of it and then leave.
All right. Are you meeting back up with the rest of them?
Do I need to? I don't think I need
It's up
to.
to you. Are you
Yeah.
loading the piece back into the ambulance that was parked?
I'm gonna wait until I've dropped everything off and make sure that I don't like trigger any cameras to do it. Keep my head down so I'm not.
I'm actually waiting for Flounder down at the entrance
Okay.
in order to help him to load the piece of equipment up. Because that way I have a reason to have the cart out in the parking lot.
You'll run into him then. He's coming down there, and I imagine that Amaging and Kaze are leaving with Loki as well.
Oh yeah.
Out the main door there, or the side entrance.
And then just wait until the last moment until I have it like lifted up to put it in the ambulance so it's all ready to go.
Yeah.
As this is happening, I want to like after the piece of equipment is in there, I'm going to take the trash bags out of the bin and throw them in there, and then Flounder, can you help me get this heavy bag right here in there also?
You want to put it in the van?
Yeah, we're going to take a guest back to the VIP lounge.
I mean, sure. Yeah. I'll put them in there.
Okay, great. Fantastic. So we're going to take Dr. Zora and...
Just load it up and lock it, and then I'm going to sit and wait while they get ready to drive off. I should be the last one out, so I can tell them that I'm waiting for my other guy to show up. Or I'll just go back into the hospital and exit through the front entrance. That way it looks more logical.
Okay.
Can I distract the Night Errant guy again?
He's not there.
Oh, he's not there this time. Okay. Oh, because
No.
he's probably dealing with the problem. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There's the problem.
Okay.
You're
cool.
gonna need to drive away.
Well, I'm gonna take Kevin's car. They're gonna need
You don't-
Kaze and Amaging are gonna need to drive away.
You don't have to take Kevin's car.
Oh no, I need to take Kevin's car.
Okay.
All right. So you guys will be driving away. We will now go back to Kevin and Zero. Zero, you're watching the old. Like Kevin has to dust out the old Carl Combat Mage edition that he has. I haven't watched this in years, man. You sure you want to watch this? It's like the early version.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Ages like a fine wine.
So he puts it on. You guys just start watching. The end of the episode. Zero, please make me a perception roll.
Oh no. You don't you hurt my boy. 5.
Kevin hasn't been talking to you for the past 10 minutes as this end of the scene rolls, and he's just staring intently at the screen.
I know. It's just so captivating. Yo, Kevin, you good? Kevin? I'm like nudging him on the shoulder. Yo, Kevin.
He stands up and goes to walk to the bedroom.
We still got a couple more seasons, bud. What's
It's
going
like
on?
he's not paying attention to you. He just
I
opens
I
up
get
the bedroom.
with urgency.
Yeah.
I'm like running under his arm, like, yo, hey, what's up?
You snap your fingers in front of his face. He just he goes over to his wall by the bed and just yanks his bed back a little bit.
I have my hand. I pulled out my pistol now at this point.
Sure. Then he puts his hand up on the wall and it looks like something scans it.
Oh hell no! Can I run up and kick the bed so it slams back?
Yeah, you can roll me a strength, kick the bed
Okay.
back.
Oh no. Okay. 9.
All right, so it does the scan and you hear a bing as you kick the bed back and it knocks his hand away and it kind of knocks him back a little bit. Up over above the bed, a panel opens and Zero,
No,
I need
I don't
you
wanna.
to roll me a willpower test as there's an electronic mask that you recognize sitting in the
Kevin,
wall.
no! Kevin, no! Kevin, no! It's not like this, Kevin. Call Combat Mage. We were gonna be brothers. We're gonna talk about our feelings. What is the
So the willpower for this one, we're looking for around an 8.
Okay, cool. Question: will a 5
Yes.
do?
I have to say no.
Hand of God.
5 will not do.
Hand of God.
1-0, you can do it.
8. I got exactly 8.
All right, you're able to maintain your wherewithal as Kevin is reaching up to grab the mask.
Oh hell no! Let me see. Oh god. Okay. Okay. Sorry, this is a lot right now. I'm going to just shoot the mask.
Okay. What are you gonna shoot the
Nothing.
mask with?
My pistol. I pulled out my
All right.
pistol.
Fire away.
Okay. Oh, first time I've actually rolled this properly. What's the target number?
Your half range. It's a stationary target. So target number 2 because
Oh, okay.
moving or fighting back is just fire.
For now.
Yeah, for
I
now.
got 4 successes then.
Okay, you put a bullet right through the screen of the helmet. Kevin's still reaching up to grab it.
Oh, Kevin, stop. Okay. Oh shit. I'm sorry. I fired a gun in a building, like a smart
yeah.
guy.
And there was no silencer on that gun.
I'm gonna sweep the legs.
You're gonna sweep his legs?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and sweep his legs.
Okay. Roll do you have unarmed combat or do you have an unarmed combat?
Martial art or something.
No, but could I pull
Okay.
out my mono sword and non-lethally like sweep him?
Yes. You can.
Okay.
You're using the butt of the blade instead, or
Yes.
just
Yes.
kind of keeping it in the scabbard and swinging it?
Yes, exactly.
Sure, I can let
I
you do
haven't
that.
pulled this thing out in a while. Okay. Target number.
Target number is 4.
Okay, sweet. 4 successes.
Let me check one thing.
So he was definitely a sleeper agent, and Carl Combat Mage was his triggering mechanism, wasn't it?
I mean,
He hadn't seen it in years.
He hadn't seen it in years.
Dude,
hadn't seen it
it's
in
all
years.
dusty. He had to, go get it out
They've
from where he had
taken
the
everything
sword.
from me.
It explains.
Combat Mage.
It explains why Zero likes it so much too.
Oh no!
Mhm.
Doesn't it? Not only that, but Zero recognized Dr. Zora in the hospital.
Wee-woo!
The plot thickens.
We get some wee-woos
so-
in chat there.
Definitely need some wee woos.
Remember when Zero was supposed to have the chill mission? I remember when that. I remember when that's what happened. Yeah, I
Dr.
remember
Zora
when we were
remembers.
just gonna Netflix and binge our feelings together. Like that was, I was so down for that.
Oh!
Well, he's definitely binging feelings right now because I imagine he's got a lot of them going through him right now.
Ties go to. Okay, ties go to the attacker. Okay. You will successfully sweep his legs.
Okay. Okay, I don't know if we're in combat at this point.
Now we will be in combat.
Jeez.
So go ahead and roll them.
Oh boy. It's just initiative?
Yeah, roll your initiative.
15.
Oh, you're first.
Yep. Okay. I don't know the action economy here, but can I call someone on my ear thing while swinging, or like swing call?
So I'll let you put the call out, so the call will start as you do your swing.
Okay, can I choose who I'm calling? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, phone's voice activated, so
Okay.
in this day and age, so
Okay,
you could
Ultimate night on
hit it
accident.
and say the name.
I am going to call Flounder.
Okay.
Um,
Roll your attack.
okay.
Are you still attacking him with the?
Can the monosword reach the mask? The dwarven
So-
modifier.
You can either attack the prone Kevin, or you can attack the mask. It's up to you.
Oh. Okay, but like, okay, so mechanically, if I'm attacking Kevin
Mhm.
non-lethally,
Yeah.
would I get any bonuses compared to attacking
you-
this mask?
You would get a bonus because he's prone currently.
Okay, but okay. Okay. In this instance, nothing good
Whereas
comes
the-
of the mask.
Whereas the mask doesn't fight you back, so
It doesn't. All right, I'm going to try and knock Kevin out.
Okay, here we go.
Try and knock him out. All
All
right.
right, so he is prone.
Okay.
So your target numbers will be you're looking for 2s. Okay, he takes a light stun. What does he do?
comes back to his senses. Please.
Oh, if only. All right. He'll throw one punch at you. He will kip up, so he's standing up again.
With the kip up.
Yeah, the kip up, and then throws a punch.
So that's going to be 9 successes.
So you take no damage. As he throws a punch and just hits your armor.
I thought at least in sleeper school they would have taught you how to throw a punch, Kevin. Can I swing again?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Meanwhile, as this is happening, Flounder, your phone starts to light up. This is as you guys are loading everything in. Your phone starts to light up, and it looks like it's a call from Zero.
Answer phone.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
You hear a hi-ya.
So it turns out Kevin's a sleeper agent, and I'm hitting him. I got 4 successes.
All right.
I will shove the machine into the back of the van
Uh-huh.
and be like, take off one of his arms or legs. He doesn't need them to survive. I'll be there in a minute.
How many successes did you get?
I got 4.
4? Okay. He will take another light stun.
I'm going to tell everybody else, hey, Kevin's a sleeper agent. Zero's in trouble. I got to go.
Wait, and you told him to cut one of his arms off? What's wrong with you?
Well, he
Here, look, shove this bag in the back real quick. I can't lift this myself.
doesn't need both arms to live. So.
What?
I got
No,
it.
we're
I'll
not cutting
load it
anybody's
and
arms off,
just
Bobby.
like,
No, we're not.
Kaze, I
We're
need
not
you to
cutting. We're
follow
not
me.
cutting anyone's arms off. Stop.
I'm not listening at all. I'm gone.
Oh.
I've already loaded
Okay.
it. I'm gone.
Okay, well,
I
no,
need
like 100%. You have to sub this guy in the back because I can't lift him.
Okay, I'll put him in and
All right.
leave.
All right. Zero.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be crazy.
Whoa.
I need to check the barrier rating. Where's the barrier ratings? There they are. This is why I have this.
How far out?
Okay. Depends on how fast you're wanting to get back there. So he rolls his body against this, and that's
Speed of parkour.
Yeah. As quickly as possible.
I need it. Got it. Okay. Zero, the fight isn't really going in his favor because you have body armor on and a weapon that you've just been beating him with. You watch him just also just glazed over eye, expressionless face. He goes to punch at you, and then instead he pulls it so that it twists his whole body, and then he runs and dives through his own apartment window. What would you like to do?
First off, can I go? Like, can I move to the window and see like what that looks like?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
He has to roll this now. So Zero, you run to the window, and you can see that one, he's got glass shards embedded in his arms, but he has grabbed onto the fire escape
Oh boy.
and is holding on with one arm.
How high is the drop?
To the next one, it's the next story down.
We're like the 6th
Like-
floor, right?
We're on the
Yeah,
6th
you're
floor.
on the 6th floor.
And so he's like, in theory, if he were to fall, he would fall to the one that's below it.
He
Unless he
could let
flips.
go and try to fall to the one below it, and if he doesn't grab that, then he's falling 6 stories.
Huh. Cool. All right. So I'm going to. Oh boy. I'm gonna pull my rifle, and I want to wait for him to like move in a place where he's like safe to land, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So even if he's like on the street level at that point, like I want to take a shot at his legs.
Do you not have gel rounds for that thing?
I think we talked about didn't we talk about
He didn't load gel rounds.
Buddy, you got to get some gel rounds for that thing, man.
I don't. Okay, rules thing. Could I have
Yes.
common sense known that we have the possibility of me shooting him, as per Loki's conversation,
Sure.
to load the round? Since I do have common sense.
Okay. Because
Be
you have
dumb.
common sense.
Zero common sense.
I'll let you have retcon that.
But that means that the bullet won't go through the mask.
Well, he
He's not
didn't
wearing
use the
the mask.
rifle.
No.
He didn't use the rifle to shoot the mask.
Oh.
He used his regular pistol to shoot the mask.
Okay, gotcha.
His rifle can be loaded with gel rounds. Do you want to shoot him as he's looking up at you?
I want it to be where he's somewhere, like, if I were to incapacitate him, he would hit the ground and not fall 6 stories.
That's the real choice here, isn't it? You can either aim for the next area, like the next fire escape down, hoping that he swings into that,
Mhm.
or he's going to hit the ground and you're going to watch a man's legs become putty.
Oh, so he's trying to die?
No,
What's going
he's
on
holding on. If he was trying to die, he wouldn't have grabbed the railing.
So, okay. So I want it to be, this is a called shot, essentially, of
Okay.
like, if his thing is to go up to the next one, like, as soon as I get the read that, like, if I were to take his legs out, he would land safely, like, on one of the fire escapes or something, like windowsill, the roof. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, I get where you're going.
Okay.
All right, well then he's gonna make his move. All right, Zero, you watch as he tries to swing into the next fire escape, and he lets go too soon and falls. Now he has to make an athletics check to grab the next railing. Oh, which he barely does, but that's going to cause him to take another light stun as he falls 2 floors before catching the next railing.
Okay, so now he's on the 4th floor or 3rd floor?
2, yeah, he falls to the 4th. And does he swing in? He does swing in on this one.
Oh, right. Now, since he swung in, I would like to take my shot.
Okay, are you called shotting?
Called shot on his leg.
Okay.
Smart link.
Yep.
Um,
Half distance. You are looking at for rifle. Target number is 5.
oh, baby. Okay, so that's 6 successes.
Ouch. All right. What's the power of your? What's the power of your weapon?
Power. Damage is 9s.
You watch his leg just get.
No, I'm here. I'm just turning
Okay.
my camera back on. Sorry.
You watch his leg get clipped out as he tries to stand, and he just crumples onto the 4th floor fire escape. Not
Okay. I'm still on the call. I have not hung up yet, and I'm like, okay, I'm like saying basically where he is on the building, whatever direction we're at. I need everyone else to know about this.
Wow. Flounder's making his way.
Right.
I don't care what type of athletic checks I have to roll or whatever.
You're just
I want to get
booking
there as
it
quick
as fast as you
yeah,
can.
as quick as possible.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna get in Kevin's car and drive back, I guess. Like,
Okay.
Amaging and Kaze have the ambulance that they're.
Not going to Kevin's with.
Yeah.
Where are you guys going?
I guess back to Asgard, right? That was the plan.
Okay.
Bring all this
Sure.
stuff back.
Okay. Zero, you can also hear the sound of sirens start to go off in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know about you guys, but I think that's a really good place to stop.
All units be advised, we have a 1057 at 3428 Maple Crest Avenue.
1 Adam 12 responding. Dispatch, show us code 6.
Copy that, 1 Adam 12. Be advised, multiple armed suspects reported in the area. Be advised to expect Susie Q, Crimson Gecko, and Sephiroth on scene.
10-4.
1 Adam 12, we're receiving multiple reports of roadblocks en route. Recommend rerouting either here or here.
Copy that, dispatch. Show us code 12.